Welcome to another Maz Play video. This is MazMojito, and today we're going to be continuing where we left off with The Front. Alright, so looking at the map, we're kind of in the center right now. We're still up high on this very high elevation, and we're going to be working our way closer to our objective, which was that large body of water more further to the west. So as we go through, we'll be picking up resources and any kind of mines that we see, and just kind of keep pushing along the path that we've chosen. All right, so here we got this nice huge base that I'm not sure if this is player built or if this is computer generated, but if it is player built, most likely these people play every single day, or they make sure at least one of their clan mates logs on every single day to make sure that huge compound does not disappear, degrade, decay, server wiped, whatever. That's a lot of work that was put in for that base. So but a pretty interesting design. So we're going to keep it moving and keep exploring this area that we're venturing to. We're looking for that body of water, and then once we find that body of water, we're looking to build another camp or a new base away from our kind of starter camp base. Lots of resources here, whether it's trees or mining rocks. Plenty of resources to pick up, except for water. So we got another kind of like little base here. This appears to be computer controlled or generated with all the flags and everything. So we're gonna see how close we get and see if this is kind of a neutral area or if we'll actually get attacked by the computer. So and the direction I want to go is actually through that outpost because I'm trying to get to the water, and that seems to be in my way. So maybe we can cut through. Not sure, but I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna drop a sleeping bag just in case things go wrong, and at least we can kind of respawn right out here outside of base. Just in case, because I don't know if these guys are aggressive. Plenty of sugarcane and chili to pick up around here, so resources are not a problem. But the water is on the other side of this outpost. Okay, so oh, okay. So I guess we can't just kind of walk through the gate there, because that guy just immediately shot me and I bled out and died. So it's a really good thing that we have the sleeping bag here, because otherwise we would probably spawned in at our cabin way far away from here. So I see the marker for our body. It's probably going to be really difficult to get it because that seems to be close to where the bad guys are, but we're still going to sneak up there and see if we can loot our body, and maybe we just won't mess with these guys. We'll just try to find another way around them and just kind of leave them alone, because I figure if we leave them alone, they'll leave us alone. So I was close enough to get my body and then get my loot and slowly back away and not mess with these guys anymore. And it's starting to get dark anyway, so I don't see any other way around. So I think the smartest thing would be to just not go that way. Again, it gets extremely dark in this game. Don't have a torch. Yeah, I did not craft a torch, so that makes it a little harder. But the good thing is that the nights go by pretty fast and the sun comes up pretty quickly. But we're going to kind of blindly stumble through here and try to get to some flat ground where maybe I can put another sleeping bag down. Maybe I can sleep the night away. I'm not sure if time progresses like that or not in this game, but yeah, it's pretty dark right now and I don't want to fall and injure myself. Another massive base up ahead. So again, people that play enough where their base doesn't despawn or decay. And looks like I'm getting attacked now by 2 eagles. Never thought bald eagles would attack a person, but I guess in the front they do. Alright, so we'll make that 3 eagles. I just killed 1, unless that's the second one. But at least they're big targets, they're slow, they even hover in one spot. That's interesting. And at least I have a nice spear where I can kind of poke at them until they go down. However, it took a good chunk of health away from me as well. So all right, this guy's going down pretty quick. Hopefully I can take him down before he takes me. And then we're gonna go ahead and slap him with a knife to get the resources. That's probably going to be meat and feathers and bones. Some very aggressive animals so far. Man, that is a lot of windmills. These guys are definitely not hurting for power. Assuming that's an NPC controlled base, but that is a lot of windmills. looks like we're above where we got shot at a couple times with that dome-like structure. So we're gonna try to find a way down because I did see some water off in the distance. So we're gonna try to see if we can slide our way down, assuming we can get out of this little ditch that we fell into. And I guess I can't. So we found a glitch in the game, which is not unusual. Usually you have these kind of glitches. So we're gonna just try to see if we can drop a bed down, log off, or suicide ourselves and try to respawn, hopefully at the bed. But I'm trying to see if I can just jump out of this ditch. It doesn't look like I can. So I went ahead and respawn. Okay, so my gear's there. I'm gonna see if I can reach it without falling back into the ditch and getting stuck all over again. So okay. All right, I'm right above my loot. Now I can't reach my loot. Here we go. So I got my loot and I got stuck again. Great. So if you're watching, avoid this area. You're probably not gonna have the windmills on your game server like I have, but I flashed my map more than once, so just kind of avoid this area because you're gonna keep getting stuck just like I'm getting stuck. So we're gonna try something a little different here. We're gonna build a container. I'm gonna set it up on the edge by our sleeping bag, and we're gonna transfer all of our items into the container so that we don't try to get close to the edge and loot our stuff and just continue this cycle of getting stuck over and over again. So we may have to build more than one storage containers because one's not gonna cut it. But this is a strategy we're gonna go with, and hopefully we can get past this little glitch in the game and keep moving towards the water. And unfortunately, I put the building resources I needed for a chest inside the stash chest I just made. All right, that should be all the resources I need to build another box. We'll see. Yep. Can't stack it. Just want to try to at least get it level with the other one up there, just so it's not glitching out. All right, good enough. So we're going to get all of the remaining items we have in our inventory transferred to that crate to include our armor. Then we're going to reset with a force quit, kind of force death, and come back. And hopefully we'll get out of this ditch. Okay, we're back, and looks like we spawned in on the sleeping bag, so that's a good thing. And all of our storage items are right in front of us, so we can pick up all of the loot that we put down on the ground. And everything should fit nicely. I may have to put my armor back on. All right. Let's see if we can destroy the shells or pick them up and take them with us. That'd be really nice if we can take the containers with us. But if not, we'll just leave them here. All right, so you see where we are on the map. Watch out. This area is glitched. Do not fall into the same trap I did. All right, so we're just gonna keep moving on. We'll leave the sleeping bag and resource storage boxes there, just because it wasn't really expensive to build those items. Those are kind of like cheap throwaway resources that we get everywhere, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to run through this impressive base here. We're looking for that large source of water that we see on the map, and then we're going to pick out a nice spot for us to build a second base. Okay, again with the aggressive eagles, but we made it to the source of water. Now we're going to see if we can throw a land grab down to see what areas are occupied, what areas are off limits for building. So we'll just walk around with this flagpole and see where it turns green at. Or I should say blue, which means you can build there. Now, areas by the water are very popular for other players, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's very little space to build on the banks of the lake. But we're still gonna walk around, take a look just to be sure. All right, looks like we found an area. I saw a flash of blue. but it looks like we found a potential area where we can build another second cabin as we explore the map and try to move from our original starting ground. So with that down, we're gonna go ahead and start clearing this area and then putting some foundations down and some walls down. Alright, just like in the cabin, our building areas are very limited. We can't build too close to the water because it becomes red, meaning that building area is blocked. So we'll try to at least get like a 2x2 or better yet a 4x4 area started. That should be enough for us to build a decent cabin. But again, we're restricted to whatever the game tells us are buildable areas. If it turns red, obviously we can't put anything there, so that's going to make it a problem. But ideally, we'll get a nice square or rectangle and just start building from there. Okay, so definitely not my best work as far as building the base, and it is super dark here, so it's very hard to see without having some torches put in the house. And I keep getting a lot of red can't build here messages, so this is probably not a really good spot to pick, and we're probably gonna have to look for a more open land area. But anyways, we'll come back. We'll see how far we can take this building, or we'll probably just move on, find a new area to build, and do a camp there. So I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and put a bookmark in the video, and this will be a good stopping point for us to transition and start working on looking at newer, better areas to build in. So as always, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.